Hello everyone, I am Interact. This is Slay the Spire. Welcome back. You know, I want to get this last unlock, but let's do something else. Let's do something different. Remove 2 cards? Let's transform a defend into something else. Searing Blow. Well, I know exactly what we're doing with this run. Where's the most amount of bonfires I can get? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna be very hard to beat 4. That is 3. So we're going this direction. We are going to upgrade Searing Blow, and then we are going to proceed to upgrade Searing Blow. And we're gonna continue from there by probably upgrading Searing Blow. Which means I already know how this run's going to go, so we can ramble on about other random topics. Hemokinesis is pretty good on its own. Yeah, give me a relic. Magic Flower works very well with Burning Blood. I like that. What to ramble about today? You know, I don't know. I'm gonna lose 6 max HP. I feel like, you know, recently... Ooh, it's pretty nice. My wife has been getting into refinishing furniture and selling it for a profit, which is nice. But I think it's just, you know, it's good to have a hobby, to do something in your free time. Because if you don't have a hobby, you know, you just kind of sit around and do nothing, right? And that's no fun. So if you don't have a hobby, and you're not, like, if you're not sure what to do for a hobby, I guess, just think about something you enjoy. And then try it out in your free time, you know what I mean? Like, if you enjoy, say, video games, I don't know, then you probably already have a hobby, because, I mean, you're playing, isn't video games a hobby? I'm pretty sure that's a hobby. Italicized, sure. But I mean, if you don't have a hobby, you know, maybe your hobby is watching YouTube videos, that's fine. It gives you something to do, right? Like, that's plenty of hours of entertainment. Most YouTubers put out, like, decent amounts of content every day, every week. There's plenty of stuff to watch, right? But it's important to have something to do in your downtime to, like, de-stress from, you know, work or life or whatever, you know? And I think without that, people don't do too well. Skip. You know, because if you don't have any way to de-stress, then all the stress just builds up, and you lose your mind, man. I take this from someone who has lost their mind. It's not a fun thing to do. I'm taking so much damage, but I'm dishing it out, which is nice. But yeah, I mean, I think, you know, if you find yourself frequently bored, just find something to do, you know? Think about, you know, oh, hey, when I was in 6th grade, we did a music class, and I really liked playing the trumpet. You know? Then go try out playing the trumpet, you know? Maybe get trumpet lessons or something. Just find something to occupy your time. Probably an energy potion here. It's not going to be enough damage, is it? Nope. Find something that you do, I guess, that doesn't make you feel more stressed. Because I know a lot of people play video games, and they say, like, oh yeah, that's my thing, right? I love playing video games. But then they spend all their time getting angry at video games. And I'm like, that's not really healthy. You know, you're supposed to be doing this to feel less stressed, not feel more stressed. Iron Raid's actually a good pull there. So if you get more stressed by playing video games, either, you know, change up the video game that you're playing, or just find a different game to play, a different thing to do. Because you can't keep doing stuff that stresses you out, because then it's just a whole big cycle of getting more and more stressed. I think Perfected Strike's okay. We're gonna keep upgrading this Searing Blow. surprisingly. You know, I've had times where I didn't really have a hobby. I mean, I guess I've always kind of had video games, but there were times where I couldn't play video games. It was always terrible. So, you need to find something else to do, right? What I was like, well, I really liked art in high school, and I guess I kind of did go to school for it in college. So I just, I'd draw or paint or do something like that, It's nice. I really wish I had a way to kill that guy, because he has 1 HP. But it's good to, and I think it's also good to have multiple things to do, right? Because if you only have one thing to do, like say video games, and your power goes out, well, what are you gonna do? Whatever, I'll just do it. Then you're just gonna be stressed out of your mind, because you can't, can't play video games. I'll take Philo Stone. Probably a bad idea, but whatever. Got the champ coming up. That's nice. So I guess it's probably better to say, holy Jesus Christ, I'm gonna die. I guess it's better to say you should have multiple hobbies. Or multiple things that you, maybe not hobbies, maybe hobby is the wrong word. Multiple things that you enjoy doing. I'm so very dead. It's just like me to pick up Philo Stone and get this fight right off the bat. It's the story of my life. These birds are actually the worst thing in the world. Am I just straight up dead? I believe I am. Yeah, I'm exactly dead. That's nice. That's very nice of those birds. Alright, well, defect run then. Gotta cool off, And I do mean that as a joke because he's a computer boy. He's a little robot man. He's not a robot man, he's a robot man. That's a little Kanye joke for you. I did always like that line in the song though. I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. Because that kind of embodies what Kanye is about, doesn't it? Think what you will about Kanye, right? I know a lot of people, especially given recent things that he said, recent-ish, I guess, things that he said, probably don't have the highest opinion of Kanye West. But if you listen to his albums, because my dude might talk a big game about how he's the greatest, but he says those things because he very well might be. He's... Ooh, letter opener. He is very, very good at what he does. And he knows it. So, maybe it went to his head a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean, a lot. To the point where he, gets on stage and tells people that they're wrong and his opinion's the only right one. But ignoring all of that, but no, seriously, I mean, he is really good at what he does. He's a great producer, he's a great rapper. The man knows how to make music. Letter opener is interesting. I mean, it gives us a little bit of damage if we're just kind of tanking up. But I mean, if you listen to his early albums and stuff, he did used to be humble. At one point in time. Sort of. Kind of. Man, letter opener, thank you so much for existing. Is this rare? It's uncommon. Whoop. Didn't mean to do that, whatever. Kunai. So we have actually just the tankiest nonsense I've ever seen. We have a really tanky build. We can get a lot of extra dexterity. Oh my god. This is getting a little absurd. I'm running out of things to upgrade. I need to pick up some better cards here. I don't know. That actually does lead me into something that I have wanted to talk about for a while. I feel like people have an issue. I say people just because I'm generalizing, right? But people in general seem to have an issue. Sure, I'll take Sunder. Separating the artist from the art, right? So obviously Kanye West says some really ignorant, stupid stuff. He talks a big, he gets on stage and interrupts people who are getting awards to say that they don't deserve the award. That was a while ago, but I think pretty much everyone knows that example by now. So yeah, he does some really stupid ass stuff. Does that make his music any worse? I would argue no. I would argue that, like, there's a pretty good case in the anime, I know, oh my god, anime. Fucking weebs. In the anime industry, though, there's a guy who made a manga called Rurouni Kenshin, which is very well loved and well received. I even have some of it on my bookshelf next to my computer. How does this lead into what I was just talking about? Well, the author and writer of that was convicted and found guilty. Like, literally, he was convicted and found guilty of possession of child pornography. Which raises an interesting question. Do you buy the books because they're good, knowing that some of that money possibly goes to him, or his legal defense, or wherever it may go? Because, I mean, it's a really good story, it's really well drawn, it's really well written. Or do you just ignore it because it was written by a pedophile? And I think Jeff through Mother's Basement has a pretty decent video on this already. But it's tough, I think, for some people. Give me something, please. Okay, that'll split him. It's tough, obviously, for some people to separate the person from the art. And I think he brought it up because there was a show at the time, Recovery of an MMO Junkie, where the, I believe it was the director, made some, like, really, really racially insensitive comments about, like, the Holocaust didn't exist, and, you know, really ignorant shit like that. And a lot of people got up in arms about it, which is completely understandable. That's some fucking ignorant, dumbass shit to say. But, you know, does that mean that you shouldn't watch the show? Because it was a really good show. You know? So, like, where do you draw the line, I guess, between the artist and the art? And I don't know the answer to the question, so I'm asking it. I think it varies person to person. I think that it's fairly easy to separate them. And I don't think I would have any issue doing it. You know, Hitler... God, I actually said his name. Hitler was a painter, right? He tried to go to art school. If it came out, you know, that they had like a gallery of Hitler's work or something in... I don't know where the hell they do this, Switzerland? If they had a gallery, and it was really good artwork, I'd probably go see it. I mean, I guess maybe that's not a great comparison, because Hitler's dead, and he wouldn't make any money off of it, because he's been dead for a very long time. But, like, would you go there and be like, oh, this art's disgusting because it was made by Hitler? Or would you go there and be like, wow, he was actually really good at art. It sucks that he chose to do what he did instead of doing art. Because I mean, I've never seen, I don't even know if we have historically like any of his paintings still. I kind of doubt it. But I mean, I you know, if it was good artwork, I'd definitely go see it. I appreciate good artwork. But I don't know. I think it could be a slippery slope for some people. Some people aren't, some people don't like supporting things like that. And obviously it's fine if you don't, you know. If you don't separate it, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying I think you should possibly reconsider your feelings on that sort of thing, on that subject. Because I think that you should separate, you know, the art from the artist. Let me give like a hypothetical, right? And this is a hypothetical. Let me preface by saying this is a hypothetical. I am not saying that this is a fact. I'm not saying I know this for a fact. I'm not even saying we should speculate about it. If it came out, say that, you know, John Lennon was a pedophile. You know, Yoko Ono or someone came out and say, yeah, you really liked abusing children. Would that make the Beatles any worse? I'd argue no. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of some of their work to begin with, but you know, I think that people might have people might think longer about that one than they would about going to Hitler's art gallery. So maybe that's a better thing a better question to bring up. Or like Freddie Mercury, I don't know. People like Queen a lot, right? Found out Freddie Mercury like was a super huge racist and like participated in the KKK. I don't even know if he's American. Gonna take apotheosis. Would people stop listening to Queen songs or say, yeah, Queen's the worst band in the world? Because that Freddie Mercury guy was a absolute racist. I don't know if they would. I don't think that they should. I'm gonna die. Again. Even if I play both defense, I think I'm dead, right? I mean, let's give it a shot. Okay, so then we get a hologram, which actually keeps us alive and lets us do a little bit more damage. And obviously I would like to say that none of those things that I said are factually correct. I do not have any proof or any reason to say that John Lennon's a... What did I say? John Lennon was a pedophile or whatever? Or that Freddie Mercury was racist? I may not like Queen, but I don't dislike them that much. I'm not gonna spread false rumors about them. And yes, I don't like Queen. Oh no. Let's kill this guy. He doesn't like Bohemian Rhapsody. It's overrated. It's pretentious. Freddie Mercury could sing. He's very talented. All the members of the band are very talented, but he was pretentious. I have no qualms about saying that. The fact that they made like that, it's not even just Freddie Mercury, it's like the whole rock opera genre I take a little bit of issue with. That's one of the worst curses to get. God damn. That being said, I do like Styx a lot. Meat on the bone is nice. I don't have enough money to remove this curse. Fuck, I didn't mean it, Freddy. Please, give me my money back. I think we want to upgrade probably Apotheosis. Yeah, upgrade Apotheosis. I feel like a lot of people maybe stand on morals or something when it would come to that. But I'm not sure that that's right to do, you know? To not separate the artist from the art. Roman Polanski is a famous, is another famous example that most people will actually know. Obviously made a lot of movies, very popular movies. I believe he won a lot of awards for them. And he, you know, had a, was it like 14-year-old bride? With a baby inside getting high on information. Anyways, you know, does that make his movies worse? Like, should they rescind his Oscars? No. They definitely shouldn't. He earned them by making good movies. Now, I think it's... That being said, obviously, I think it's completely fine to hate him as a human being and think that what he did was vile and disgusting. But don't take it out on his art, you know? That's all I'm asking. Don't take it out on the artwork. Sure, I'll redraw that. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna die to regret. It's almost like I actually regret taking it. See what I did there, because I'm gonna stop now. I'm already going to heal 55 from Pantograph. It's Collector. I don't really need to upgrade anything because I have everything upgraded and Apotheosis. So I might as well heal the full. You son of a bitch. I hate everything about this fight right now. I just lost my Echo Form. I still have this regret in my deck. Motherfucker. It's all because I defended the pedophiles. Don't take that out of context. I do not defend pedophiles. I do believe that they need to be rehabilitated. And I don't believe that they're beyond rehabilitation, like a lot of people seem to think. I disagree with that. I believe that they are mentally ill, and they deserve as much treatment as any other mentally ill person. Obviously, if they do something, they broke the law, they should go to prison, like anyone who breaks the law. I mean, no one's above the law. Except, you know, like the president or something. Or the guy who writes the law? Are the Founding Fathers above the law? Because they wrote the laws. So it's their laws. Can they just, like, exempt themselves? That's not a serious question, by the way, in case you actually thought I was that stupid. I'm dead to regret. Even if I wasn't dead to this attack, I'm dead to regret, whatever, man. Oh, I've been desecrated. I've been desecrated for my beliefs. Absolutely desecrated for my beliefs. Why did my wife just send me a picture of beef tongues? You know what? I take back everything I've said. If you find out someone enjoys eating beef tongues, boycott their products. Put them in jail. Lock them all up. Because that's just weird, dude. Why are you eating tongues? I'm sure it's considered a delicacy somewhere and it's delicious. I'm gonna stop rambling about stupid stuff. I'm really glad that I already have a secure job and I don't need to get any more, because if someone sent this to a future employer of mine, they probably wouldn't hire me. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this rambling nonsense, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment with anything that I discussed in this episode, because I'd love to hear other people's opinions about it. And subscribe for more in the future. I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.